Hello students, today we will study chapter resource. What is the meaning of resource? Anything which can be used to satisfy human need is a resource. Human beings have so many needs. They have been satisfying their needs from nature. Anything that is useful or has value is a resource. Computer, television, car, all are resources. Even human being himself is a resource. Resource is anything that add value to your life, air, water, food, plants, animals that exist in nature and has utility to mankind is a resource. There are four characteristics of resource: utility, value, time, and technology. First is utility. The importance of resource varies from person to person. For example, a dictionary is more important for a student, but for a farmer, land is more important. Next is value. Value means worth. Substances such as copper, gold, silver, they all have economic value. The economic value changes with the passage of time. We can take the simple example of your grandmother's home remedy. Your grandmother's home remedy have no economic value today, but if they are sold by a medical firm tomorrow, the value will increase. It will become economically value. The economic value of that particular home remedy will increase directly. There are two other factors which are responsible for changing substances into a resource, that is time and technology. These are very important resources characteristics. Like the creation of new resource have taken place only because of ideas, discoveries, knowledge, and inventions carried out by people. Once fire was discovered, it led to people learning to cook as well. Similarly, as the wheel was discovered, different modes of transport was discovered. Types of resources: natural resource, human made resource, human resource. So, first we will study up natural resource. Natural resources are obtained from land, air, water, animals, the air we breathe, the water in the rivers, lakes. Natural resources. Many of these resources are free gifts of nature. Natural resources are classified into different groups. First is on the basis of origin, biotic and abiotic. The living things such as plants and animals are biotic resources. Abiotic resources, the non-living things such as land, water, and air belongs to abiotic resources. On the basis of development and use, the resources which are presently not in use but can be used in the future, the quantity and quality is not known to us. That is called the potential resources. Actual resources, the resources which are present in use and the quantity is known to us, is called actual resources. The example of potential resources is uranium found in Ladakh is an example of potential resources. An example of actual resources is coal in Jharia mines, black soils of Deccan Plateau are the example of this actual resources. On the basis of renewability, renewable and not renewable. Renewable, these are the resources which can be renewed or replenished again after their use. These include air, water, soil, forest, wildlife. Non-renewable, resources which cannot be renewed after use. For example, minerals and fuels are the example of non-renewable resources. On the basis of distribution, ubiquitous and localized. Ubiquitous means the resources which are found everywhere. Example, air, water, sunlight. Localized, the resources which are found in certain areas. Example, copper, iron ore, uranium are the example of this. These are also called the precious resources. Why? Because their availability of these resources is limited and the distribution is localized. It is called the precious resources. Human made resource. It includes all the material wealth created by humans that can be used to create more wealth. Some substances become resource only when their original form has been changed. Iron ore was not a resource until people learned to extract iron from it. People use natural resources to make buildings, bridges, roads, vehicles, which are as man made resources. Technology is also a man made resource. Human beings have the knowledge, skill, capacity to change the natural substances into a usable resources. Next is human resource, skill, talents, abilities used for producing items. Human beings can convert the natural resources into a useful goods. People who are the human resources have to be healthy, educated and skilled. For example, man has also learned to use a natural resource like coal for generating electricity. Next is resource conservation, optimum use of resources. Using resources carefully and giving them time to get renewed is called resource conservation. There are four golden R's: reduce, reuse, recycle, and refuse. First is reduce. Reduce means to use environmental resources in a sustainable way and prevent the wastage. For example, using a bucket full of water instead of a shower while bathing. Next is reuse. It means we can use the same thing many times. For example, using a polythene bag, using a bag for different purposes. Recycle. Things are processed and may get converted into some other products so that they can be used again. For example, paper is recycled. Next is refuse, means safe and eco-friendly alternative should be used in place of a thing. For example, using a clothing bag instead of a polythene bag. Next is the sustainable development. Sustainable development means balancing the need to use resources and also conserve them for the coming future. With the increasing population and ever-growing complexity of demands, the rate at which natural resources are being consumed has risen very fast. So in order that the future generation can able to enjoy the life better, it is essential that we should minimize the damage to natural environment by changing in consumption pattern. Second is all forms of life have a right to live on earth. Man must not assume for himself the power that would destroy other forms of life. Then comes, we have to educate the communities to protect the care for their own environment. Then last one is the natural resources should be used at a rate that would leave enough for the coming generations.